Optical illusions are amusing puzzles meant to challenge our perception, but supposedly they can also provide hidden insights into our personality. It's a psychological trick that lets you learn something about yourself. They can uncover traits and habits we might not have been aware of. That's why I appreciate these tests, as they've helped me get to know myself better and change certain traits and habits I didn't like about myself. The way we interpret an image supposedly says a lot about how our brains function and distinguishes between people who are more left-brained or right-brained oriented. If you're skeptical, try looking at the picture with other family members or friends. You'll likely notice different things first in the picture, and this picture can also reveal your personal inclination. Those who prefer the left side are considered more logical and analytical, paying more attention to details. In contrast, people who are more right-brained are more intuitive and visually oriented, with a sense of creativity. Now let's look at this picture. What did you notice first? The face, the table, the woman, or the chair? Enjoy listening. If you saw the man's face first. If you saw the man's face first in the picture above, your outstanding strength is your ability to remain objective even in challenging situations. Regardless of the circumstances, you always view every situation from an objective perspective and do not let your emotions influence your final decision. While most people would shed tears in crisis situations, you are able to gather yourself and handle the situation with poise. You always think about others and not just yourself. That's why so many people seek advice from you when facing difficulties. You are a reliable support that others can count on, and your friends appreciate that. They also know that you will always be fair and not seek personal gain from every situation. Your goal is to ensure everyone is satisfied and receives their fair share, which makes you popular among others. Of course, you're not perfect either. Nobody is. Your biggest weakness lies in how you distance yourself from difficult emotions, which means you lack strong emotional intelligence. This is an area where you could perhaps work on. What was once a coping strategy to think clearly in tough times has become a lifestyle, and it's hard for you to break through your emotional barrier and truly connect with the people who matter most to you. Although you harbor strong feelings for them, it's difficult for you to show it and express your love appropriately. You experience many emotions, but to improve your reputation, you should learn to reveal them more often to others. Did you see the table first? If you saw the picture of the table when you first looked at the optical illusion test, it means that your greatest strength is the ability to listen. Not many people possess the ability to truly listen to another, and with you, this trait is particularly pronounced. By listening to what others have to say, you can understand them better. Your communication skills are remarkable. This makes it easier for people who struggle to express themselves to share their innermost feelings and thoughts with you. You don't interrupt the other person when they speak, and you listen to them attentively. Additionally, you also ask them appropriate questions after they've finished speaking, so the other person realizes that you've truly listened to them. However, your greatest weakness lies in making decisions and implementing them effectively. You always doubt between two decisions and are never sure which one would be better for you. You enjoy helping others discuss their problems, and nothing makes you happier than creating a good old-fashioned pros and cons list. But you fear making a decision and taking action. In these cases, you tend to overanalyze everything and always imagine how this decision will affect your life. Then you also develop negative thoughts about it. That's also the thing you should try to banish from your mind. Did you happen to notice the woman first? If you spotted the woman reading a book first, it shows your great strength in the intellectual realm. Have others ever complimented you on that? Then it's likely you recognize your strength in intellect. You're naturally smart and enjoy exploring and learning new things. You strive to gain as much new knowledge as possible. Every piece of information is valuable to you, and you're interested in a variety of topics. This makes you an intelligent conversationalist who can talk for hours about any subject. However, there are certain topics you simply don't want to address under any circumstances. Although you're clever, your weakness is rejecting things that don't interest you. This can lead to excluding people who don't share your interests. Or did the chair catch your eye first? If you look at the picture and see the chair first, it shows your unique outlook on life. You're truly individual and care little about what others think. You act according to your own beliefs and desires. Sometimes you're a problem solver, sometimes the clown who takes away others' stress when they're overwhelmed. You're the first to change others' perspectives and known for brightening up the surrounding life. No one can predict what will come out of your mouth next. That's why others constantly invite you to parties or coffee meetings to lift the mood and make them laugh. Unfortunately, you're not perfect. Your biggest weakness is your inability to focus on one thing for long. Have you noticed that? You have great ideas and contribute to everything you take on, but you're known to give up once you lose interest. Unfortunately, you lose interest far too often and far too quickly. Today's takeaway: optical illusions not only offer an entertaining visual challenge, but can also provide insights into our personality. Interpreting an image can say a lot about how our brains work and differentiate between left-brained and right-brained individuals. These tests serve not only to examine our perception, but can also help us to better understand ourselves and reflect on certain traits. Regardless of whether we initially saw the face, the table, the woman, or the chair, these initial impressions can point to aspects of our personality. Those who first saw the man's face exhibit an objective and fair mindset, but may struggle to form strong emotional connections. If the table stood out first, it suggests excellent listening and communication skills, but possibly also difficulties in decision-making. Noticing the woman indicates a love for intellectual growth, but also a tendency to reject things that are not personally interesting. Those who first saw the chair are often creative, spontaneous, and uplifting, but may struggle to maintain long-term focus. Overall, optical illusions offer an intriguing way to reflect on our personality and potentially identify areas for growth. If you enjoyed today's post and would like to see more tests like this, feel free to write it in the comments. Feel free to give me a like or subscribe to my channel to not miss any further content. Thank you for listening, and until next time.